Another rebuild. The Los Angeles Rams looked absolutely dominant week 1 against the Texans. Taking a look at their team, they have an absolute juggernaut of an offense, especially with Kyron Williams, Puka Nacua, Matt Stafford, and Devontae Adams. The O-line could definitely use a lot of work, which we will probably be focusing on pretty heavy. Same goes for tight end. Tyler Higbee's getting older, doesn't really look that good anymore. They did draft Terrence Ferguson, but he's only a 69 and he's a normal dev, so I don't really know how much we'll be able to develop him. Nonetheless, we will definitely try to. And then taking a look at our defense, we're pretty set at the edge position. Jared Verse is really good, and he's also a superstar, and he's an 86, only 22 years old, so he's going to be here for the rest of the rebuild for sure. I drafted Josiah Stewart out of Michigan, who I definitely like. We'll try to progress him as much as possible. We have Omar Spates and Nick Landman. Linebacker is definitely going to be a position of need. Other side, we have Byron Young. Our safeties are all right. We have Kitchens, and then same with Curl. And then the D line is absolutely elite. Kobe Turner, Poona Ford, and Braden Fisk. Not only do we have 3 super solid D linemen in Kobe Turner, Poona Ford, Braden Fisk, we also have Tyleek Hamilton from the Ohio State. Go Bucks. He's definitely going to be someone we're going to try to progress. And then also, we need corner bad. I mean, Williams, Witherspoon, Emmanuel Forbes. The corner position is pretty rough. I haven't really posted any Madden rebuilds in a little bit now, so if you guys do enjoy these, make sure you comment down below. I will definitely try to get some more Madden rebuilds out. I know some people did comment. If you have any teams that you want to see rebuilt, leave it down below. Same with challenges or anything or any other game that I do. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel a ton. Okay, now let's get into this rebuild. But I think the thing right now is I'm just going to take us to the midseason point. I don't really know how we're going to do in the game, but after simming 1 week, we beat the Texans 38-14. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm kind of curious if Matt Stafford's going to retire this year. I wouldn't think he would. I wonder how bad he's going to get. We're definitely going to have to draft a quarterback. And if we take a look at the top players, there's not a single quarterback here besides at number 9, Dave Jordan out of Fresno State. So that doesn't get me too excited at all. A lot of D tackles too. We definitely don't need that. Taking a look at it, let's look at the quarterbacks. Only 2 round 1 quarterbacks in this year's class. Dave Jordan, like I said before, and then Artie Jennings. And then besides them, we have Byron Jones, who's a 2nd to 3rd round talent. And then Will Cooper's a 3rd to 4th. And then we have 2 day 3s. So the quarterback, at least in this class, is looking rough. So we definitely probably will not draft one. Maybe we'll take a swing at a late one if one of them falls to us. But otherwise, probably not. Probably going to stick to corner or line and corner as our biggest positions of need. I was feeling good, took us to the deadline, and we are now 2-5. The number 2 passing offense, but our defense is pretty bad. And for some reason, we can't rush the ball, even when we have Kyron. I don't know how I forgot to say this earlier, but Puka Nacua through week 1 looks absolutely dominant. He looks like he could easily be the best receiver in the league this year by a mile. Then, of course, we also have Devontae Adams, who is a little bit older now, and I'm not sure if maybe we should look to trade him while his trade value is pretty high. He's already 32 years old. He's a 90 still, but after this year, he might go down a decent bit, honestly. So maybe we look to move him here. Let's look. We have, 19 players we need to renegotiate with. We do have a ton of money. Cam Curl, I definitely want back. 3 years, 20 million's cool with me. It's pretty cheap, and he does take it. He's only 26. Devontae Adams, he's pretty expensive for an older receiver. I definitely want to give him 2 years. I'll probably wait till the end of the year. Tutu Atwell, he's probably going to be gone. Kobe Durant, don't really want him. Quentin Lake can go. Honestly, most of these players could go. Rob Havenstein, I'm not going to sign to the end of the year. He's already 33, and maybe we bring him back. Maybe we look to upgrade. And honestly, there's really not that many free agents here. Or players that we really want to re-sign here. I wouldn't mind letting most of these players walk. If anything, I don't know. Do we look to trade Devontae Adams now? That's the big question here. We're 2-5. Honestly, I think we just keep him for one more year. Let's just see how the rest of this year turns out. Hopefully, we could do pretty well. And somehow we go 7-10. Let's take a quick look at the stats, and it's not going to make a lot of sense. Matt Stafford threw for almost 4,600 yards, 38 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And then our rushing, Kyron Williams killed it. Almost 1,100 yards, 4.8 a carry, 5 touchdowns out of him. Low touchdown numbers for him, but Puka Nacua, 1,600 yards, 22 touchdowns. Absolute killer year from him. Tutu Atwell was our 2nd receiver with 974 and 7. Devontae Adams, 963 and 4. Tyler Higbee chipped in 458 and 1. Not really a whole lot from him. Only 1 touchdown. And then let's take a look at our blocking, which they were horrible. So we definitely need some better linemen. Omar Spates, 106 tackles, led the team. Nick Landon right behind him with 105. Tackles for loss. Jared Verse had 20 tackles for loss. Omar Spates had 9. Byron Young had 8. Braden Fisk had 8. Kobe Turner had 7. Nick Landon had 5. And then looking at our sack numbers, Byron Young had 20 sacks. Braden Fisk comes in second with 8.5. Jared Verse had 6.5. Kobe Turner's 5.5. And Sean Dolek had 2.5 and then 1.5 for a few other players. Looking at our turnovers wise, only had 2 interceptions, 1 from Witherspoon and 1 from Williams. Not a whole lot of turnovers, but still you would think we would do a little bit better with our numbers. And then taking a look at the season recap, the Chiefs beat the Eagles 31-15. Trent McDuffie is your Super Bowl MVP. Josh Allen won MVP. And then Offensive Player of the Year, Puka Nacua, Rams wide receiver. That's what we like to see. Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Watt. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Amari Hampton. And then Defensive Rookie goes to Abdul Carter. Still do have some players that I want to renegotiate with. Devontae Adams being one of them, who drops down to a star, and he's only an 86 overall now. I would give him, we have a ton of money, and I would give him an expensive 1 year, then maybe even look to trade him. Tutu Atwell, probably going to let go, although he did have a good season for us. And then same with Nick Landon, can be gone. Rob Havenstein, I'll bring him back for some depth. Otherwise, I'll give him 1 year, 17. It's a bit expensive, but I mean, we have the money to do it. Everyone else can walk, fine with that. We have a ton of money that we could spend in free agency. So that's exactly what we might do depending on who's here. And honestly, there's nothing here. Najee Harris, Joel Bentonio, Brian Robinson, and yeah, I mean, there's just not much here at all. So probably won't do much in free agency. I mean, we can go after Quay Walker. I don't think he's going to progress that well. We could probably look to do a little bit better in the draft. So maybe next year we could have a big free agency. It's not, look, there's no one here. So we're not going to do anything. We're going to go straight to the draft, it's looking like. Okay, I'm pretty excited about this draft. We have a ton of needs that we need to fill, especially the O-line. The O-line was horrendous. We pick 8 and 10. And honestly, taking a look at the board, I don't really think there's anything that I want to trade up for. No one really looks too good. Cody Slack looks all right. I mean, he actually does look pretty good. And then there's a top wide receiver, but really not worth trading up to the number 1 pick. He does look really, really good, though. Esteban Torres. Regardless, though, we're going to just go to our pick. I don't really see anybody that I really, really like in this draft so far. Hopefully, there's someone pretty solid here. I did scout a little bit of the QBs. Artie Jennings looks pretty good. His stats are pretty good, but he's an elite athlete. He has elite speed, elite acceleration, elite strength. I mean, he looks pretty good. He might be the guy we draft. If he falls to the second round, we're for sure going to get him. I'm not going to take him with the 8th or 10th pick. Then, of course, there is the USC guy who has 99 hit power. He's an X factor every single time. He's an 86 overall. I kind of want to go him because I already know what he's going to be. We have Cam Curl, who I don't mind. So maybe I don't go him. For edge, we're pretty solid. Don't exactly need edge. We definitely need tackle. And there is a good one later in the round. So maybe I look to wait on right tackle. Is there anybody here at left? And I mean, there's a few that maybe we just trade down our pick and hopefully one of them fall to us. There's a couple good interior linemen. I mean, I don't know if I want to spend this 8th overall pick on them, to be honest with you. We definitely need another receiver. Brandon Bernard looks pretty good, actually. He looks really good. He could look to be someone that we replace Devontae Adams with. We probably need a tight end too, but not much here. And honestly, it's probably not the smartest decision. This is probably not our biggest need, but Brandon Bernard looks really good out of Oklahoma. I mean, he's really good stats. I'm going to take him here with this 8th overall pick. Hopefully he's worth it. And he was the 3rd ranked player in this class. We got him at 8, so I'm really happy with this pick. Hidden dev, that's what we like to see. Now with this 10th pick, we definitely need the lineman. I may even look to trade it with someone because we need a bunch of positions. Although we do pick at 10, so I probably won't, I guess. Then with this pick, we probably could wait actually on him. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, we do not have Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford retired. So we're trading Jacquez Hunter, our 1st round pick this year, our 6th round pick this year, another 6th round pick this year for the Broncos' 1st round pick this year and their 2nd. If we take a look at the offense, there is a glaring hole of need here. Matt Stafford retired. So we have to draft a quarterback here. Hopefully Artie stays. I probably shouldn't have traded down. And he did stay. So maybe we look to get the quarterback here. I think we have to go after Artie. What is he? He's the 35th ranked player. I don't really want to miss out and that we don't have a quarterback for this year. because Stenson Bennett is not going to be the guy. He was the 47th ranked player in this class. We got him at 18. He is a hitting. He has 90 speed, 91 throw power, 90 acceleration. He has 90 speed, 90 acceleration, and 91 throw power. I mean, he looks pretty good. He looks all right. I mean, no, he does look, he looks solid, I would say. So on to the second round pick. Good thing we traded for 2 of them. And then with our second round pick, all of the tackles have gone, but I was looking around the prospects. I'm looking around the class here, and there is a corner who's actually still pretty solid. We're probably going to go him. Clay Claiborne, he's only 5'10", but taking a look at his stats, he has B awareness, block shed, he has B tackle, A zone. So, I mean, he looks all right. We're going to take him here. Hopefully he's pretty solid. Rank 51, got him at 42. Not mad at it. He also is a hidden dev. He will immediately, honestly, be one of our best corners that we have. Just making sure we're not slipping past our pick. We pick here at 50. And it might be a little early for this guy. He's 6'3", 230 linebacker. He's a pretty good athlete. He skipped the combine, but he has A awareness, hit power, and play rec. He has B man and B pursuit. I think he's going to be pretty good. We're going to take him here with this second round pick. And he was the 27th ranked player in the class. We got him at 50, so that's a solid pick. He is a hidden dev. 87 speed, 90 acceleration, 98 strength. I mean, he looks really, really good. He'll be immediate starter at linebacker for us. And then with this third round pick, we're going to go Jacoby Johnson. He looks like the best lineman here. Our new quarterback is definitely going to need some decent blocking. He was the 56th ranked player. We got him at 74. He is a hidden dev, so solid pick again. And now this will probably be our last pick. We're just going to go Steve Ventura with our 5th round pick, who's the 83rd ranked player. We got him at 138, so solid pick. He is a hidden dev, so our quarterback is getting some help with blocking, and that's going to be our last pick in the draft. I'm going to let the CPU do the rest. And then taking a look at our draft recap, let's see how we did. Our wide receiver actually was an 81 overall. The quarterback wasn't that good. He was a 74. 74 for the corner, 75 for the linebacker, 73 guard, 71 center, and the CPU drafted us at 68 and 67. Okay, here in season 2, let's take a look at how the team is looking. Hopefully it's looking pretty solid. Honestly, it's not looking that bad. Puka Nacua jumped up to Superstar X Factor. He's a 95 overall now. Our wide receiver is going to be in the 3rd spot here. He's an 81 overall. No, I'm going to leave Davante Adams starting over him. And then Steve Ventura is going to be our starting center. Our other rookie will have to wait, and then we'll probably start him here soon. Looking at the defense, Cam Curl jumped up to Superstar, so that's pretty solid for us. Our linebacker is going to be starting Timmons, so hopefully he can be pretty solid. And then our corner actually jumped up to a 76, but taking a look at the depth, it looks pretty bad. I'm actually going to put him as a number 1. Then we have Emmanuel Forbes at the 3rd spot. Don't really love that so much. So honestly, this year might be a little bit rough. I'm just going to take us to the midseason point, and depending on how some of our players are doing, we might trade some of our older players like Davante Adams. And somehow we have the same record as last year. We're 3-4. We're actually not doing too terrible, although our team doesn't really look the best here. We do have 18 players that we need to resign, so let's take a look at the resignings. Puka Nacua, gonna get whatever he wants. 6 years, fine with that. And yeah, boom. 189 million. That's fine with us. Puka Nacua is staying on this team. Same thing with Kobe Turner. 3 years, 61. The team is starting to get a little bit expensive now. Omar Spates, he's actually pretty cheap. I'd boost it up a little bit because he doesn't want to be here. 4 year, 10 million. He doesn't take it. We'll probably get him back. Definitely want Kevin Dotson, our best lineman. 2 years, a little bit expensive. 21. He takes that. So that's perfect. Byron Young, definitely want Byron Young back. He was our best pass rusher last year, had 20 sacks. Definitely going to want him back. Steve Avila, he's all right. I'd give him a 1-year deal if he takes it. 1 year. No, he doesn't. He wants to be on the team for longer. Maybe we take him back. Maybe we don't. For the rest of the team, I'm not really sure about. This might be the year we get rid of Davante Adams. We have Jared Verse here that we definitely will accept. Yeah, this honestly might be the year for Davante Adams to go. Probably not going to do too well this year. So Davante Adams and Steve Vasilio will be traded to the Patriots for their 1st round pick this year and 3rd round pick this year too. Honestly, that's a perfect trade for us. I don't think we're going to be that good this year. I want to have a plethora of picks this year so we can be really, really solid for next year. That's kind of the goal here. And we have a ton of money in free agency. So I'll see you guys in the playoffs if we make it. End of the year, we go 8-9. We were actually better than last year, surprisingly. Let's take a look at these stats. And Artie Jennings, 3,600 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Pretty solid year for him. Hopefully, he's a superstar development. Kyron had an okay year, 854, 4 carry, and 6 touchdowns for him. Would like him to bring that up a bit. Puka Nacua had 1231 and 9 touchdowns. A little bit of a down year this year, but that was to be expected with their rookie quarterback. Brandon Bernard, 794 and 7 touchdowns for him. Terrence Ferguson had 538 and 3. Probably going to have to look to get another tight end. And then we definitely need a third receiver. Jordan Whittington had 352 and 4. It was an okay year for the offense. Blocking wise, it was still pretty bad. We're going to have to bring in some more offensive linemen, that's for sure. Omar Spades, 130 tackles, led the team. Tackles for loss is going to be going to Jared Verse with 15, 12 for Byron Young, 11 for Kobe Turner, 10 for Braden Fisk. Ton of tackles for loss. Looking at sacks, a ton better this year. Jared Verse had 17.5, Kobe Turner, 11.5, Byron Young had 8, Braden Fisk, 7.5, 3 for Omar Spades, 3 for Josiah Stewart, who played this year. And taking a look at the turnovers, a lot better year than last year. Sean Dolek had 2 for Cole Claiborne, 2 for Kitchens, 2 for Williams. So better than last year. Still would like to bring it up a little bit more. And if you were curious this year, taking a look at the season recap, the Bills beat the 49ers barely by 1 point, 31-30. Josh Allen is your Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow wins MVP. Jamar Chase, Offensive Player of the Year. TJ Watt wins Defensive Player of the Year. And then what's important to us, Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Artie Jennings. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, Marcus Comier wins it there. So let's head into player resignings. We're obviously going to accept Jared Verse. I want Omar Spades back. He did pretty solid for us. I'll just give him a low risk. Hopefully he takes that. 6 years, 54. He does. Emmanuel Forbes can go, and the rest of these players probably can walk. Can upgrade from Havenstein for sure. And that's probably it here, actually. I don't think there's anybody else that I want. And then in free agency here, hopefully there's some good free agents. We have a ton of money. Sam Laporte is here, and we need a tight end pretty badly, although that is a little bit too expensive for me. I'll do a low risk 5-year, $101 million. And honestly, looking through free agency, there's just really not much here. Again, I was hoping for it to be a little bit better of a class, but it doesn't seem like it. So another boring free agency. Let's get into this draft. We didn't do anything. It was pretty bad class. Hopefully next year is going to be the year we spend a ton of money in free agency and get a ton of players. And we don't pick till 13 and 27. Looking at the top of the board here, Chad Hooks looks elite. He's only 5'7", but pretty much he's an elite athlete at almost everything. And he has all A's and B's across the board. Of course, this year is also a really, really, really good quarterback class. When we picked our guy, there's a lot of good quarterbacks here, but we do not need one. I don't know why I scouted them. Hopefully ours keeps developing. I don't even know what his dev trade is, so we probably should have looked at it. But I don't think I'm going to do anything. I'm going to sim to our pick, and there's a few players later down the board that I really like. Then there is another good running back here, Niles Alexander. I kind of want to go him, but I know it's not the smart decision. We're going to go Dewan Beatty, 6'3" out of Alabama. He's a okay athlete. He looks pretty solid. We're going to take him here with this eighth overall pick. And he was the 21st ranked player in the class. We got him at 13. He's a hidden dev. I'm not mad at it. He has 93 speed, 95 acceleration, 83 jumping. He's not bad. Hopefully he can be a superstar or higher dev. And we had the 13th pick, not the 8th. And then we're going to pick with this 27th pick. Hopefully some of the players I like are still here. And then there's a super, super elite tight end in Kelvin Hahn here. I definitely want. Not going to take him with this first round pick. I believe we'll be able to get him in the second, hopefully. So that's going to be the move in the second round. And honestly, for this pick, I really don't know where I want to go with it. Probably the smartest move here is drafting a tackle. Which one? Don't really know yet. Jason Hall looks like he's the best one out of most of these players here. We could take a look at Forrest Moore, but he is F run blocking, so I don't really love that. So we're just going to go with one of our biggest needs here in Jason Hall. Hopefully he's pretty solid. He's 6'7". He's massive. He was the 110th ranked player. We got him at 27. He is a hidden dev though, so not the worst thing in the world. Now with this pick, we're going to go that tight end. He looked like he might be one of the best players in the class. I don't want to miss out on him here. He is projected 3rd to 4th round talent, but we're going to take him here. He was the 7th ranked player in the class. We got him at 45. And he looks like an absolute monster. So I'm really excited about that pick there. We need another wide receiver badly. We're trading our running back, a 3rd round pick this year, a 2nd round pick next year, and a 6th round pick this year for Xavier Worthy. So we're not going to be picking out till the end of the 3rd round. I'm fine with that. We needed another receiver badly. There's nothing here in the draft, and pretty much we needed another wide receiver badly. With this pick, we need lineman help. So we're going to go Caesar Magma. He looks pretty good out of LSU, 6'5". He's going to be a pretty big guard. Ranked 29, got him at 91. He is a hidden dev too. That's the last thing I'm going to do in this draft, and I'm going to do the CPU. I'm going to let the CPU do the rest of it. And now let's take a look at how we did in our draft. The corner we got, Dewan Beatty, is at 78 overall. The tackle wasn't the best. He was a 73, and the tight end was an 80 overall. We got him in the second round. Magna was a 77, which is actually really good for a third-round pick. Our CPU drafted us a 71 tackle and a 69 halfback. At the start of season 3, I'm pretty excited to look at the team here. And our rookie quarterback is a superstar. He's up to an 86 overall already. Bernard, our rookie wide receiver from last year, is a star. He's an 85 overall, though. And then, of course, we have Worthy, who's an 85. Our offensive line looks a ton improved from last year. And then we have our rookie here, Magna. He's a 77. If anyone's doing bad, we will switch him out. And then Han is an 80 overall tight end as a rookie. Taking a look at the defense, we look really, really solid. And if you're curious about this, Omar Spades is starting in the will. It just messed up in the lineup. And then Timmons, our other linebacker, is a star. He's an 83 overall. Our corner, unfortunately, is only a star. He's an 81. And then Dewan Beatty is a 79. It's improved from last year and the year before, so I'm happy about that. Jared Verse jumped up to a superstar X Factor. He's a 90 overall. And then, of course, our defensive line here looks really, really good, although Puna Ford is getting up there in age. And then same thing with Josiah Stewart is now starting over Byron Young. So I'm pretty happy how the team looks, and I think I'm ready to sim, honestly. I think we'll do pretty good this year. I'm assuming we'll have 4 wins this time by the deadline, and we are 2-5 at the deadline. We have 20 players that need to renegotiate with, one including Worthy, who we are for sure going to be bringing back. I'll give him a 5-year. He's actually pretty cheap, only $13 million, and he doesn't take it. Dang, that was actually a really cheap deal. Same thing with Kitchen. Definitely going to bring him back. He's only 24. Give him a 5-year. Bump it up just a little bit. Boom, he takes that. Braden Fisk, definitely want to bring him back. And he's going to be 3 years, 71. So the team is probably going to start getting pretty expensive here. Want to bring Puna Ford back. He's 31. We could look to maybe move him. We have Tyleek. So I wouldn't be mad if Tyleek is going to be the starter. And there's really not much here. Jackson sucks. I'm not bringing him back. I would rather replace him or grab someone for agency would be fine with me. And we don't really have anyone else here, actually. So we just have to worry about getting Worthy back. And I think that's the only thing that we need to do. I can quickly go over the stats really fast. Let's see how everyone's doing at the midseason point. Artie Jennings is not doing bad. I would like him to lower the interceptions. Kyron Williams doing pretty solid. Only has 1 touchdown, though. Puka Nacua has 10 touchdowns at the midseason point. So, I mean, he's killing it this season. Worthy doesn't have any. Taking a look at the line, it's pretty bad, per usual. Omar Spades, their leading tackler. 4 tackles for loss for Spades and Turner. Anybody who has a ton of sacks. Jared Verse has 5.5. Kobe Turner has 4. Josiah Stewart has 4. Braden Fisk has 4. And Byron Young has 4. And then turnovers-wise, do we have anybody here? We only have 1 from Dewan Beatty, the rookie. So definitely need to bring our interceptions up a lot. That's something that we just haven't been able to do. So I'm going to take us to the end of the year and hopefully we could sneak into the playoffs and have a good second half of the season. And let's take a look at this record here. Again, 7-10. And if you were curious, let's take a look at the season recap. The Jacksonville Jaguars won the Super Bowl 38-14 against the Falcons. Josh Allen is your Super Bowl MVP. Joe Burrow is your MVP. Jamar Chase wins another Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player this year goes to Abdul Carter this time. Kyle Lindsey from the Chiefs wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, and Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Pat Wolf. Unfortunately, we didn't win any. Probably wasn't going to happen with a corner, so we still do have to get back Xavier Worthy. That's what we're going to do here, and then we're 1,000% going to be buyers this year. I'm just going to give him a max deal. That's fine. I want to bring Xavier Worthy back. We have a ton of money, and we don't have to pay our quarterback for a while because it's going on his 3rd year now. Oh, so he'll still be cheap for a while. Looking in free agency, Jahmyr Gibbs is here. Same with Joe Alt. We're 1,000% going after Joe Alt. I don't need to look at how much money he is. He's going to be up to $40 million. 5 years, 177. I'm fine with it. We are his number 1 offer. Is there anything else I want to do here? I 1,000% am going to go after Nate Wiggins too, actually. I'll give him whatever. 6 years, 125. Boom. If we can get Joe Alt and Nate Wiggins, I would be super happy. I might even go after one more. Is there anybody else who's a little bit cheaper? We could go after Marshawn Lattimore, which I think we'll do. He's relatively cheap. We'll get him 1 year, $14 million. And hopefully we can get both of these players. Can we get everyone? We get Joe Alt, we get Nate Wiggins, and do we get Marshawn Lattimore, who I wouldn't be... Okay, we do get him too. I was going to say I wouldn't be like sad if we didn't get him. Then I would like to get a backup running back, and I think Javonte Williams will be the guy. 2 years, $10 million. It's a little bit expensive for a backup, but I want to be in the playoffs. And then we also do I want Derek Nottie? I think I'll just go after Kenny Clark here. Give him a 1-year deal. He'll be the last person. 1 year, $19 million. Do we get him? And we do. So I think that's all we're going to do here. We got a ton of players. We should be really, really good. We still have our first round pick in the draft because we did save it, only gave a second for Worthy. And now in this draft, we have the 8th overall pick here. I don't think I'm going to trade up. Let's look who's here. There is a top 5. There's 2 top 5 wide receivers that look pretty good. And then outside of that, honestly, do we trade up? We really don't need to. There's a corner down the board that I really like. So I don't think we're going to do it. We're just going to sim to our pick. And both the receivers go in the top 5. Okay, that's fine. We're going to take a corner, I think. That's really the last position of need. Our line could always use help, but there is... Where did I see him at? Oh, here he is. What? Zach Southward. Looks pretty solid. He's 5'10", elite athlete. Stats look really, really good. We're going to take him here with this 8th overall pick out of Florida. And he was the 6th ranked player in the class. Got him at 8. He has 95 speed. He looks super, super elite. And then we didn't pick all the way to the 3rd round, of course, because we traded for our second for Xavier Worthy. And now for this, I might just go another wide receiver. We could use some depth there. We only really have 3. And probably the guy would be Matt Holcomb. He looks all right. We're going to take him here in the 3rd round. I'm not mad if it's not the best player. And he was the 55th ranked player in the class. Got him at 72, so pretty solid. He also is a hidden dev, so we'll take that. And I think that's going to be the only thing we do here. I'm really happy with how our team looks, and I'm excited to get into next year. And so let's take a look at how we did in the draft. I feel like we did pretty good. Hopefully the corner is an 82 overall. He's a generational player. Matt Holcomb was a 75 receiver, and then the CPU picked a bunch of trash, and then we have a 72 running back. Really not too much there. Here at the start of season 3, let's take a look at the team. I think this is our best team yet. Our offense looks super good. Artie Jennings is a superstar. He's up to a 90 overall. Kyron's up to an 89. Puka Nacua is a 99. Bernard's a star. He's an 86 overall, though. Of course, we have Xavier Worthy. He's only a star. Again, he's an 86, though, so we'll take it. And then our rookie is a 76. Hopefully, he could be a superstar or better. Han, I thought, would have superstar dev. He does not. He's only an 83 overall. And then, of course, our big addition in Joe Alt, he's a 90. And then we do have some backup linemen, too, in case any of them are doing bad. Our rookie from last year, Jason Hall, he is up to a 78, so we'll take that. Hopefully, our line does pretty solid this year, although it probably won't. And then our defense looks so good. Of course, Jared Verse is a superstar X Factor. He's up to a 92 overall. Kitchens is up to a superstar. He's an 85. Then we got Nate Wiggins. And then Beatty is up to a superstar. He's an 83. And then, of course, our corner we just drafted this year is an 82. And he's a hidden. I feel like he might have X Factor. And then our D-line is still really good. And then we have Kenny Clark and Tylee Hamilton. I think I'd want to start over Kenny Clark. Really not a big deal. They probably won't play too much. So I'm pretty excited about this team, honestly. I definitely think we have at least 4 to 5 wins at this midseason point. And before I show our record, if you guys have been enjoying this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a ton. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. I think we're at 96. So if you guys have been enjoying, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. And now, for the record, we are 5-2 so far. And actually, if we take a look at the stats here, Artie Jennings is 3rd in yards, has 17 touchdowns, and Puka Nacua is leading the league in receiving yards with 752, and he has 10 touchdowns too. So I'm really happy about that, and I feel like we'll probably go 12, 13, maybe 14 wins. But before we do that, we do have 22 players that need renegotiated with, one including Jared Verse, who we will do whatever to pay him whatever to get back. 4 years, $85 billion, I think that was, and he takes that. Kyron Williams, definitely want him back. He's 28 years old, 3 years, 26 is not bad at all. Boom, he does take that. And actually, Jared Verse didn't resign. I thought he did. Definitely will get Josiah Harris back. 3 years, 41. Boom, he takes that. Anybody else? Tylee Hamilton. Oh my God, we have a ton of resignings. Tyleek, I definitely want him back. 2 years, 25. He takes that. I probably could have spread it out a little bit. That's whatever. Cam Curls, 29. I would do 2 years, 17. He does take that. Byron Young, I would like to bring back. He's pretty good depth. 1 year, 12. I'm fine with that. He does. He takes it. That's perfect. Kevin Dotson's getting up there in age, but he's still an 86 overall, so I definitely want him back, and he doesn't take it. So we'll have to get back Jared Verse and Kevin Dotson. Don't really care about Terrence Ferguson so much. Poona Ford, there's a lot of contracts here. We can't even afford him. I'm fine with not getting Marshawn Lattimore back. Kenny Clark, that's fine I don't really want him, so he could leave. Is there anybody else here? It's not looking like it. We'll have to accept the option on Artie Jennings and Brandon Bernard. So we'll do that at the end of the year. And then maybe we'll make some moves. Like, we don't need Poona Ford on the team, but I don't want to trade him. We're doing too good right now, and I'll see you guys at the end of the year. And at the end of the year, we finished 12-5. That's perfect. We're the best team in our division. That's cool with us. And let's take a look at the stats here. I'm pretty excited to see this. Artie Jennings threw almost 4,700 yards, 45 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. He is absolutely elite. I'm really happy that we got him. And we got him in the second year because Stafford retired. 12-29 for Kyren Williams, 5.4 carry and 14 touchdowns. That's what we like to see out of Kyren. Looking at receiving numbers, Puka Nacua led the league with almost 1,900 yards and 26 touchdowns. Yes, Puka Nacua had 26 touchdowns, 948 for Xavier Worthy and 11 touchdowns for him. Brandon Bernard had 915, 2 touchdowns. Han had 467 and 1. So not a bad year out of him. Taking a look at the blocking, it was pretty bad. It was bad. And then our rookie from last year led the team in tackles with 120. Tackles for loss is going to be Jared Verse with 15, 10 for Josiah Stewart, 8 for Kobe Turner, 6 for Emmanuel Timmons, 6 for Braden Fisk, 5 for Omar Spates, and then 5 for AJ Thomas too. Taking a look at the sack numbers, it's a lot better this year. 14 for Josiah Stewart, who led the team, actually. Jared Verse had 12, 7.5 for Fisk, 6.5 for Young, 5.5 for Turner, 4 for Omar Spates, and then 1 for a few other players. Taking a look at turnovers, see, is it a little bit better this year? Around the same. Omar Spates had 1 for Timmons, 1 for Cam Curl, 1 for Zach Southward, 1 for Cameron Kitchens, and then 1 for Farrell. So it was a pretty all right year for interceptions at least. Anyways, let's get into this playoffs game. We're going to hop straight into it. Definitely don't want to sim it. This is our first time making the playoffs. We're a 90. They're only an 87 actually. Hopefully we can get out of here with a win pretty easily. They score 7 and we score 3. Going into the second half, we still don't have a touchdown. They scored another field goal. We get a touchdown. Come on, can we pull this off? Please, can we pull this off? I want to win this. Overtime it is. And we win. We score 16-10. The Los Angeles Rams win in the divisional versus the 49ers. Artie Jennings threw 2-11 and 1. That was a nail biter for sure. Let's go on to the divisional. I said divisional earlier. I meant to say wild card. We are facing the 10-7 Eagles. Definitely feel like we could beat this team. They're probably a little bit older now. They're only an 88 overall, so I'm excited to get into this. And the Eagles come out and score 7. We score 7. We score another touchdown, making it 14-7, 21-15. That's got a 2-point conversion. We had a field goal, and we win 24-15 pretty easily, actually. And surprisingly, Artie Jennings didn't have a passing touchdown. I want to look at the stats here, actually. Artie Jennings threw 135, didn't have a touchdown, which is kind of surprising, actually, because scored? Kyren scored a ton. Kyren only had 1 touchdown. Puka Nacua also had a rushing touchdown, actually. And then Javonte Williams had 1 on the ground, too. So that's where our 3 touchdowns came from, surprisingly. On to our toughest matchup yet, the Green Bay Packers, who are 14-3. They have 2 more wins than us. I feel like we'll probably be able to get the job done here. We're a 91 compared to their 87. They do have Micah Parsons, though, so definitely a little bit scary there. Getting into this, pretty slow first quarter. No one scores. We score in the second quarter, making it 7-7. They also score another touchdown. Can we get into the end zone? It's a pretty low scoring game, actually. And it's another overtime game. And we score. We get a touchdown. They get a touchdown. And we win. We win 20-14. Artie Jennings had a game, 252 and 3 touchdowns. I meant to look at the stats, but I got out of it. That's actually a little bit surprising. We beat the Packers. They were a little bit better than us, but I mean, I guess we did have the better overall. We beat the Packers. That was a little bit of a scary one, and we are facing the 13-4 Chiefs in the Super Bowl here. This is going to be a game, that's for sure. We're both a 91 overall. So let's get straight into this. Getting into this game, we're going to score a field goal. We were pretty close to the end zone. We scored a field goal, though. The Chiefs scored a touchdown. We came back and scored a touchdown. They now get a field goal and another field goal. Same with us. This is a pretty close game here. 16-16. We might be having another overtime game. I got out of there because I'm kind of scared here. It is going into overtime. And we win 22-16. The Los Angeles Rams are your Super Bowl champions. And we beat the Chiefs, winning us a Super Bowl in year 3, is this? I think this is year 3, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, no, this is year 4. So we win the Super Bowl in year 4, 22-16. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel a ton. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.